Hey Cancer, happy January 2018. I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm going to shuffle these cards, see what we can get to pop out here. Again, I hope you are doing well. I hope that, whoa, those came right out. I hope that the holidays have treated you well. And, you know, if you celebrate Christmas, I hope Santa brought you everything you want. If you celebrate Hanukkah, I hope that was fantastic as well. You know, whatever you have been up to by the end of this year, I hope has gone marvelously for you. So, anyways, let's get started. Some of the cards jumped out. As you know, I try and read pretty fast, although the reads have been pretty long. So I'm going to try to shorten them up this year a little bit so I don't take up too much of your time. As you know, always check your sun, moon, and rising sign, as some months those may resonate with you more than others. If you want a private read, the information is in the description. Any, you know, likes, comments, subscribes, etc. always appreciated. I like to know what you guys think, you know, what you are happy with, what you're not happy with. So, again, 2018, I hope it's going to be great. I was telling Capricorn, there's been this, I don't know, just kind of this bubble, so to speak, in the pit of my stomach, but not negative, just very, like, I think a lot of people are well deserving and needing, you know, kind of a break. I think Cancers too, there's been like some emotional roller coasters up and down, and I think everybody's kind of ready to be cut some slack or see things kind of change a little more in their favor. So nothing wrong with that. But, oh gosh, these cards are just falling out all over the place. So let's go ahead and put these down. And got two more to go. So again, always important to know this is general. Hopefully it resonates with the majority of you. Let's see what the universe has in store for Cancer. January 2018. Woo. And I just pulled. You've got cards flying out all over the place here. Okay, I'm going to shuffle a little more because I had like 20 pop out at the same time. That's not going to do as much good for the last card here. And then I'll pull your theme of the month card. So let's see what's going on. Okay, and there we go. All right, theme of the month card, and then we'll get started. So again, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I really hope 2018 is amazing for everybody. Every sign deserves it. Every sign deserves, you know, a start over if they want one, or a better year. As you know, I read for singles and anybody looking to reconcile. So generally I touch base on singles the most. Those tend to be the people who, you know, request private reads, etc. And so love is good, right? If I notice anything about finance, all right, let's take this one. If I notice anything about finance, then I will bring that to the forefront as well. So career, etc. Usually I tend to get finance. So maybe love, then finance, right? Two super important things in life. All right, so the Two of Wands, that is your theme of the month card. And that is assessing your decision in life, where you're going, what you're doing. So whether you're single or looking to reconcile, I read this together. And this is making plans, setting goals for the future. So what better way to enter the month? I think this was the exact same card Capricorn got, but don't quote me on that. Either Capricorn or Aries. Somebody got it, I believe, is their theme of the month. And I don't think that you could get a much better card, because this is somebody who is looking forward to the future, not, you know, regretting the past, not looking at anything negatively, just setting the pace, saying, all right, we're ready to go, on we go, on track, forward movement, no backtracking, no regrets. Let's start 2018 out fantastic. And you have your sights set on some pretty amazing things. In the love realm, this says that you are definitely ready, if you're single, to find somebody, or if you're looking to reconcile, ready to make amends or to move on. So let's see what the cards have to say. So your first card is your current position coming into the month of January. And you have the Two of Wands. So we have a theme going here because you have the Two of Wands. So Cancer, what are you planning on? You got some big things that you want to work on? Maybe, you know, and I know I said this is based on love, but some of you are interested in starting a new business or finding a new job, but you're looking to find somebody to break ground with. You're looking to find somebody to have an amazing time of it with. And 2 may be your number as well, because you come out of the gate with 2s. So 2 people, you know, it could be the second of the month, 2 weeks, etc. But this is definitely you, if you're single, saying, I'm ready, just the 2 of us. I'm not looking to date a bunch of people, been there, done that. I've played the dating game. It's been very interesting for a lot of Cancer. It's been very interesting for a lot of signs. So, I mean, this dating game for anybody is not easy. So we should all pat ourselves on the back occasionally because, you know, it's tough. It's a tough, tough place to be if you're single nowadays with all the social media and everything else. So 2 of Wands to come up twice, Cancer. There's something coming up for you pretty big. And I think it's kind of like a whole package. Like you're going to meet somebody amazing. Maybe you've already started to date, or maybe you've met somebody amazing and you're not quite sure where you're going with it, but you know you like them. And it feels like it's going to move into a committal kind of fast. But this is somebody you can plan with. This is somebody you can partner with. This is somebody you can grow with and have that partnership with the goals. If you're looking to reconcile, it's exactly what I was saying here. Either you're going to, you know, go ahead and go for it and say, okay, let's do this. Let's make some plans. Looking forward, let's not look back. Let's not go back into the rehashing of crap and pointing fingers. This is you saying, nope, I'm ready to move forward. If we are going to move forward, let's do it. But not just piddle around. I feel like some of you Cancers with your exes have been kind of like, well, we get back together. Well, it's really wishy-washy. Not just you. I mean, I feel like some of you have been dealing with a lot of, it could be that you're dealing with a fire sign because you have, you know, the Wands popping up here. And so, but I feel like right now it could be any sign. In fact, a lot of Cancers talk about earth signs when I do private reads for Cancers who are mainly dealing with earth signs. So again, we're just beginning to read. It could be, you know, any sign at this point. But you do have the Wands coming up. So there is something to be said about it. You know, about that being a factor playing in here. But it could just be that you're transforming kind of into wand behavior, into fire behavior or fire energy because, you know, you're just kind of like the go-getter. You're like, hey, I'm ready. Like, what are we doing here? Let's make things happen. So if you're single, you're looking for the one person, that's your goal, that's your plan. You're not looking for the BS. You don't want to play the dating game anymore. You're sick of it. You're done. Come on, where's my, you know, partner in crime, partner in love? But you're doing it in other aspects, in work, etc. And if you're looking to reconcile, you're also saying, okay, let's move forward. So I'm moving forward and you're either here with me and we're going to do it together or we're not. And I think that you're going to be fine either way. The next card you have is anything internal that you're feeling in the beginning of January. Anything that you're, you know, that may help or hinder coming into the month. And you have the 7 of Coins or 7 of Pentacles. This is somebody who's making choices, which of course you're going to do that. If you're this 2 of Wands energy, you need to assess what you're looking at. You need to figure out the pros and cons. So if you're single, you're saying, okay, if I want to get married, this is kind of the path I need to take. If I put out into the universe that I just want to have a physical, lustful relationship, that's what I'm going to get. But I know it's going to sound weird, so bear with me here, Cancer, but some of you are like meeting people and you're looking at them in a whole different realm. Before it was just kind of like, oh, are they cute? Are they nice? Do they like me? But now you're like, is this person like somebody I would bring around my kids? Is this person somebody I would bring around my family? Could I imagine waking up to this face in 10 years? And harsh reality. And it's not harsh. It's just, it's almost like you're really pinpointing what you want. And this is saying that you're going to weigh every option. You're going to look for, you know, every aspect you possibly can and outweigh the good and the bad. And you're taking risks, but you're also reaping the rewards. Because I think for the last couple of months, Cancers haven't been looking for, you know, they haven't, not that they haven't been looking, but they haven't taken a risk or taken a chance. And I feel like some of you all of a sudden, like maybe at the end of the year, maybe because of the nostalgia of the holidays, etc. I feel like some of you have kind of gone, okay, what, you know, what do I want? And what am I looking at? And I'm ready to date. I feel like some of you took a big hiatus or took a few breaks. You just weren't taking it seriously, and now you are. But you have to assess every situation and weigh the good with the bad and figure out exactly what you're looking for. I mean, at the end of the day, this is you making plans, but you're kind of waiting for them to come to fruition. You're kind of waiting for the tree to blossom, to bloom, to bear fruit. If you're looking to reconcile, you're being very patient. This is you also assessing the risk and reward of getting back together with this person, but you're being patient because you know that, yes, a lot of you have been wronged, or a lot of it has been this person wasn't ready, they weren't emotionally ready, they weren't, you know, available on many levels. Maybe they had had a recent divorce, maybe they had been through a lot of things, and you're kind of waiting for them to be ready. You're kind of saying, okay, I know that this is the person that I want to be with. I'm willing to wait for them, but I think you're kind of wondering, is there going to be like any type of hinkering of a sign? Like maybe, are they going to contact me? Are they going to text me? Are they going to, you know, message me on a social media account or something like that? And so you're kind of going, okay, I know this person could be somebody that I could, you know, break ground with again, that we could make things happen, that we could look forward and move on. But I feel like you're waiting for something, like you really need them to contact you, or you really need to see them step up to the plate. And that's kind of where Cancer's going, okay, I love this person. And it's not necessarily that you feel like you've been burned, although I'm sure somebody's going to message me and say, of course I've been burned. But this is more it wasn't timing. It wasn't the divine timing that you needed to know that things were ready to progress in the direction that was going to be working for both of you. The next card you have is your distant past, over the past 5 or 10 years, could be, you know, your childhood, etc. And you have the 8 of Coins or Pentacles. So this says that, and I always read this for singles and anybody looking to reconcile together, but the 8 is laying the groundwork, the hard, putting in the effort. So for some of you, this tells me that you were not necessarily the breadwinner, but it could be, because it could be pertaining to money. But you felt like you were putting a lot of effort into making something work, and you just couldn't make somebody happy. And it wasn't about you, Cancer. It was about the other person, because you felt like, well, I can't make them happy no matter what I do. Like, I'm just not satisfying them at all. And I feel like I've put a lot of work and effort, and there's a lot of balance into it, or balance on my end. And they were just kind of chaos and all over the place, which is kind of funny. It's not funny, but a lot of times Cancers tend to be the ones that are kind of zigzaggy and all over the place, right? I'm a Cancer. We love deeply. We, you know, we can be heartbroken to the extent of not being able to breathe. So everything in our lives can tend to be heightened. But this was once upon a time when you were either in a relationship where, you know, you worked really hard at it, and you kind of want to go back to that, where you're like, I'm ready to put that effort into somebody that's really worth it. It could be too, though, that there was some sort of financial, you know, stability that you haven't seemed to find within yourself or within any other relationship. It's almost like somebody you were with in the past kind of had their shit together, so to speak. And now you're going, what the heck happened? I'm meeting all these people who just don't have it together, and I really need to meet somebody who does. Now, I was talking about earth signs earlier because a lot of the Cancers I do the reads for are connecting with earth signs. They kind of balance each other out. and you have the earth sign here. So maybe if you're single, you're assessing that risk or looking to reconcile. And it may be that here you're wanting this stability, not that person necessarily, but you're wanting the stability of what you had when you had a relationship with an earth sign, a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So there's definitely some earth sign energy here as well. But again, the distant past, I always bring it up because it's important to remember the good and harness that energy and put that into, you know, a new relationship or a new love, or even an ex that you're interested in reconciling with. But it's also important to remember things that you don't want to let take hold of a new relationship. You don't want to repeat those patterns. And this is kind of saying, you know, work hard at it, but make sure that it's even keeled, that it's a 50-50 partnership, kind of like this too here. And this is saying it could have been at one point like the love fizzled out because you guys didn't pay attention to the romance. You weren't paying attention to taking care of each other. You were paying attention to working hard, taking care of the kids, and paying the bills, which of course is something you need to do, but at the same time you have to make that time for the romance or it just doesn't blossom. The next card you have is your immediate past, so over the past 2 weeks, the past month or two, and you have the Six of Cups. So here you are, Cancer, your first, you know, water sign card coming up, which I always like to make sure, you know, I always like to make sure that you see your own, you know, energy pulling up in a read. But having the Six of Cups comes up is kind of a renewal of energy. So that goes along with what I'm talking about here. Like I said before, I think some of you have been kind of blasé. It hasn't been working for you, or you just haven't put the frickin' energy into it because you've been like, ugh, who wants to do all of this dating and who has time for it? And I have other things. I could spend more time with my kids. I could spend more time with my friends, my family, etc. But something over the past month or so made you go, you know what though? There is something I'm missing, and it's love, or it's somebody I want to spend time with. If you're single, this is a big eye opener because this is saying, I apologize, my cat just ran by. So if you heard that, my cat was running across the wood floor and sliding all over the place for some reason. So this Six of Cups over the past few weeks is saying that I think for some of you, you know, spent the holidays with family, or you just had the nostalgia, because that's what the Six is reminiscing. It's about childhood. You have this puppet show here. So for some of you, if you're single, you're kind of going, you know, I've always wanted to get married, or I've always wanted to be in a relationship, or I've always wanted to mimic what my parents had or my grandparents, or something special. There's some sort of reminiscing that's going on here that you're going, I always wanted to have a family. How come I didn't? Or I always wanted to get married. How come I didn't do that? Or as a child, the special traditions or the memories I made or the most important things I remember were camping with my family, or Christmas traditions or other things. And so the past few weeks, which fittingly, because here in the US, the holidays, is kind of brought you back to that sentimentality of going, I miss it. And I miss love. I mean, I think that's really what's happening, Cancer, is that some of you are going, yeah, I kind of gave up the past few months. I've kind of been like, you know, I have better things to do. This is wasting my time. I'm not meeting good people. It's the same thing over and over. It's like a repetitive pattern, but something evoked like a yearning inside of you the past few weeks, past month or two. And now you're kind of like, okay, you know, I'm really ready. I'm going to put some effort into it. I'm going to get back on the horse and see what I can, you know, figure out. If you're looking to reconcile, I think that might be one of the reasons you or that person are going to reach out to each other, because you're looking at the good things. You're remembering the wonderful times you had. You're all of a sudden in that stage. You know, you have different stages of breakups or things that happen, right? And you have the angry stage and the sad stage and all that. And you're kind of in this stage of, but I remember the good times we had, and I really connected with this person, and I really loved them. And so there's all of a sudden like a renewed hope that maybe you could bring that to the forefront. In either case, all you're doing, Cancer, right now, which is excellent, is moving forward. You opened the month with these twos that are saying, look, you have the ability to move forward into what you want. You have the ability to kind of manifest what you're looking for if you put out into the universe what you really want. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months, usually over through like March for the next 2 to 3 months. And you have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace is a beginning, and it's always good to have new beginnings. And the Ace of Swords is saying, okay, so
you're going to have a fresh start. These are like big ideas coming and clarity. Again, opening up here, like I said, this is not just love, although the reading is based on love, but these twos are representing the fact that you have the ability to start new things. And I know it's kind of ironic and it's kind of chintzy to be like, well, it's a new year and it's a new start and whatever, but it really is. And this may be the time that that is heightened in you, because as Cancers, we look at things very logically, to the extent of like, well, it's a new year, so shouldn't I use that as a reason to start a new me, a new life, etc. And the Ace of Swords is perfect for that, because the Ace of Swords is saying, go for it. Do what you want. Make things happen. This is your time. And this is you seeing, the Ace of Swords is somebody who's very powerful. So you're understanding inside yourself what you're capable of. If you're single, this is saying, hey, you see clearly what you want. It doesn't have to be marriage. You don't have to want to have kids. None of that. What do you want, Cancer? What do you want in love? Ask yourself right now. What do you want in love? And be completely truthful and honest. And if you are, and you're able to project that into dating or how you're meeting people or how you're going about things, then you're going to find exactly what you want. Whatever you want, you're going to manifest and be able to have. This Ace of Swords is saying, look, you have all of these opportunities. The other thing about the Ace is it's very quick. This moves fast. This is a sudden, like, you're going to meet somebody and it's going to be like, boom, instant connection. And it will just continue to move fast. I was telling, I want to say Scorpio, the same thing that, like, my mom used to say, look, when something's meant to be, it's going to move really fast. The universe is going to open the door, you're going to fly right in, and it's going to shut closed behind you, and there you are in a new job, in a new relationship. So Cancer, something's coming, it's going to come quick. And you have to embrace it, but it's also going to be based on what you're believing. If you have a positive attitude, you're going to get that back. If you put out there that you want to meet somebody special, you're going to get that back. This is really Cancer owning it this month, and stopping, I don't want to say whining, but look, we've been in a lull the past couple of months. A lot of us have felt, woe is me, not even so much that. It's not been like a pity party, but if you're single, it's been kind of like a, I give up. I'm not interested. I could give two craps less. And maybe you still feel that. But by the end of January, I think you're going to be feeling a lot different. And this is over the next few months. So, hey, maybe it takes February to kick in, or March. If you're looking to reconcile, this is saying, look, the opportunity is here. This is a fresh start. You could literally look up like a definition of this card, and one of the things you're going to see is a new beginning, a fresh beginning. So it's a reoccurring beginning if you're looking to reconcile. It's a reaffirmation of being able to develop that relationship again. So this is a fresh start, meaning a second chance, maybe a third chance, maybe a fifth chance. If that's what you want, you can have it. Now, you may be weighing the option of whether you're going to contact them or wait around for them. This card says, look, you're feeling patient. So you're kind of feeling like, well, they're going to contact me so I can stick it out. But then you're really assessing the choices, saying, well, if they don't contact me by this day or this month or in 2 weeks, again with the twos, for some reason that's coming up in my head again, then you'll put a limit on it and you'll say, okay, then my fresh start will be with somebody completely different. The next card you have is your immediate future. So throughout the month of January and over the next few weeks, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, a lot of pentacle energy here, which I think is important because Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you have, again, the Ace of Pentacles, which is an excellent... You have these aces right next to each other for your immediate future and your distant future, which is saying new beginnings, harnessing new energy. The Ace of Pentacles, this is about clarity, which is very interesting because she's about clarity too. So this is somebody who says, I know what I want. I'm going to go for what I want. Now, it may take you till the end of January to figure it out. But for the first time in a while, I think Cancer's understanding that they do better when they're with somebody they love. They do better when they're able to touch and hold and hug and have that emotional being. Cancers are amazing people who can balance certain things. Look, the card for Cancer is the Chariot, which is about balance and control and ID and duality being with a person. And if it goes well with Cancer, if everything's going well, work and love, Cancers blossom. Have you ever noticed that if you're in a relationship with somebody, or if you've met somebody you really like, you smile more at work, you talk more at work, you're more positive in general? That's because Cancers enjoy a balance a lot more than some other signs. Some signs are geared more towards hard work. Some signs are geared more towards, you know, fun and having that physical energy. But Cancers kind of tend to want to balance and have that well-rounded being. If something's out of whack for them, it can really throw them off. And if you're single, the Ace is saying, look, this is opportunity. These two cards scream opportunities, new beginnings, somebody coming in. And one person, you're looking for one person. You're looking for one person to break ground with. You're looking to be two. You're looking to be partners. You're looking to be in a committed relationship with somebody. Again, maybe just dating somebody, maybe committing to a relationship, maybe moving in together, maybe marriage. Whatever you're looking for, this is your chance to do it, because this is saying, hey, you have new beginnings, new opportunities, so what are you waiting for? You know, go and do it. But I don't think you're going to have a problem doing it. You're not holding back this month because you have these Two of Wands, that fire energy, which is just, you know, a passion to move forward and get what you want. If you're looking to reconcile, this goes right along with here. It's some sort of clarity. So either you're able to see things clear and go, God, why was I worried about that? Or what was the drama about with that? No, no, no. We need to talk. We need to figure these things out. We need to know, like, I need to tell this person that I truly love them and that all of this other petty bullshit doesn't matter. And they may need to tell you that. I'm not saying that it has to be them or you that has this happen, but this is prosperity, beginnings. This is potential. So that means you have the potential to make great things happen. So between both of these cards, if you're single, there's an opportunity here that you're going to be able to seize, that's going to be meeting somebody new. And it could be a whole package. It could be that you meet somebody new and you guys click, and not only on the love aspect, but maybe you work well together. Maybe you're in the same business. There's something here that's just going to feel really well-rounded and balanced. And if you're looking to reconcile, if you want that new beginning, then take it and move forward. My only caution is, if you're not ready to move forward and all you're going to do when you talk to this person is worry about what happened in the past and complain about it or point fingers, or if that's what they do to you, then you're not going to move forward. And then you need to clear the air and look at this as a singles read and know that there's a new opportunity around the corner. The next card you have is anything external throughout the month of January. So anything that you may experience, it could be in the beginning of the month, the end of the month, you know, the middle of the month, it could be 1 day, 10 days, etc. And you have the Seven of Wands. Again, another fire energy coming up here. But this is somebody who is kind of on guard, somebody who's kind of strategizing, making sure they know what's going on, having their ducks in a row. This is somebody who has their priorities figured out. So throughout the month, there is going to be a time, Cancer, where you're going to be prioritizing the things in your life so that you can make room for this special person to come in. Now, normally you shouldn't have to make room. So I'm not saying it is in you're going to have to force them, or you're going to have to stop doing things you like, or you're going to have to change things. This is you just all of a sudden saying, okay, work's been a priority and not dating has been a priority. And for some of you, you know exactly what I mean. You're kind of going, nope, haven't been wanting to date the past couple of months. Not a priority, not something I'm thinking about. But you're changing that. You're making it a priority, and you're making room for the possibility of something special. And I'm not talking about just dating. Yes, some of you are just going to date over the next, you know, month or two, and then you're going to realize that this is like a huge opportunity to change and have something very real and very meaningful. But this 7 is saying that you're making room in your heart to embrace and allow something bigger. This is much bigger, Cancer. This isn't just let's go on a few dates. This is like, you're going to meet my children, and you know, in a year from now I could see us living together. I like have these flashes. I don't know if you do, but like sometimes when things are right or whatever, I'll have a flash of like, oh, I could see myself dancing at my wedding, or I could see myself doing this, this, and this. And that's happened kind of throughout my life. And I think Cancers are very intuitive with that third eye and can see that. So if you're single, start looking at those things. And if you see yourself dancing at a wedding, or if you see yourself just gallivanting across the country with a person that you really care about next to you, those are the types of things you need to put out in the universe to get back, because something big is coming for you, Cancer, and you are ready for it. You are moving forward and ready to put some passion and fire and energy into it. I mean, you've got the Two of Wands out the gate. Like I said, that's an excellent place to be the beginning of the year. And I really think that Cancers need a good year this year. And I feel like a lot of you are on the cusp of just being overly due for a really deserving year and good energy. If you're looking to reconcile, goes along very much with what I was talking about. Move forward, fresh starts. If you can't do that, cut it loose, because you may just not be able to ever do that. There may be some hurt and pain here that you just cannot get over, and you cannot filter that energy, and it's going to be bad, because this is saying, look, at some point, either they're going to contact you or you're going to contact them, and you're going to be on the defense, and you're going to be like, well, you did this, or they are with you. And if you guys can't get past that, then then I would move on, because I feel like this is almost like a last chance. And some of you know it, and some of you know it's a fleeting energy. You're fine with the fact that whether it's a new beginning with this person or a new beginning with somebody else, you're okay with that. You're just looking for something solid and something concrete to be a part of your life, because things this year are going to really start charging forward for you, Cancer. Okay, the next card you have is anything internal that's going to happen throughout the month of January. And you have, ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so this is internal and this is external. This could be in the beginning, middle, end, etc. Same thing. It could be a day that you feel this way or 10 days. This is things changing, and this is quick. So it goes along with exactly what I was saying here. This is quick change. This is unplanned change. You meet somebody, boom. You guys are like, hey, after 2 weeks, I want to be exclusive. Let's do this. We're shutting down dating sites, whatever it is. And this is saying there is like some major possibility in here. There is some major potential with this person, but you know it because you're going to feel it this month and over the next few months. The Wheel of Fortune is saying, you know, hey, if dating hasn't been your thing, well, guess what? It will be your thing. If meeting people has not been going well, the Wheel of Fortune is changing. It's like the seasons of change. Yes, things can always change for the worse, but Cancer, this read is definitely not changing for the worse. This read is moving into a whole new realm. And on other aspects too, not just work, but I think work's going to be a big thing, finance, but also a spiritual energy, like maybe feeling more like you're being guided by the universe than anything else. Things just kind of falling into place without you having to be like forcing it or feeling like you're walking in the opposite direction of the wind. So if you're single, big change is coming. If you've been single for a long time, it's going to happen. It's going to happen fast, and you just may be off the market pretty quick. If you're looking to reconcile, it's very, very, very important that these two get recognized. This defense, this on guard that some of you are feeling, if you don't change it, it's going to circle for the worse. It's going to be fighting. That's what this is urging you to do. If you can make the changes to go, God, what were we fighting about? This is stupid. Like, we care about each other. I'm done. I'm going to call them and be like, no, I'm going to tell you I love you, and I'm all in. Let's do this. Or they're going to do that with you, and then do it. But I kind of feel like you need to make a decision because you've been dwelling on it for a long time. Some of you know that, like, hey, this is a make or break time. This can't take up any more of my emotional or physical energy. The next two cards you have are your thoughts, hopes, feelings towards the end of the month. This is the end of January, and your outcome for the month. Okay, so Cancer, very excellent in both of these. Again, the earth energy. This is the Virgo card. So some of you are dealing with a Virgo, some Taurus, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be earth. Like I said, you've had, a lot of fire energy as well, which is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. So, you definitely have a lot of, I feel like it's going to be either fire energy or earth energy that you're going to be dealing with. But the Hermit, this is how you're feeling. So towards the end of the month, if you're single, you're going to feel like being enclosed in a cave. The good thing about this is you're going to feel like being enclosed in that cave or this bubble with somebody else. So it's not just you in there. You're not hiding from anybody. This is somebody who's wise, and this is somebody who's found the clarity that they've been seeking, but also solitude, but with that person. So this is like you finally getting done with the dating or narrowing it down to one person, and you feel that energy. You kind of feel like, whoa, okay, I've done it. Like, I can finally take myself off the market. I can finally erase my, you know, potential suitors' phone numbers. I'm not going to be contacting this guy or that girl anymore because, you know, friends with benefits is out the window or whatever it is. So this is definitely a good space to be. This is like a solid, just very smooth, very, and also spiritual too. So it's kind of like you're going to be counting your blessings or thanking the universe for what you're going to have coming up in store over the next few weeks, few months. And it's like you kind of, at the end of January, you'll just kind of feel that enlightenment of, hey, I'm on a really good path right now. If you're looking to reconcile, this kind of goes along here with having the patience. If you guys come out and you do end up like fighting or feeling like on the defense, I don't know that you're going to rush off and meet somebody, but that fresh start is here for you if you want it. But this kind of tells me that some of you may go back into your man or woman cave and be like, okay, I'm going to wait it out. We need like another month or two. Maybe they're going to tell you, I need some more time. Or maybe you're going to feel like you need some more time and you're going to need to think about it. You have some heavy things weighing on your mind. But the best card about this read, Cancer, is the Star. You have this amazing star, which is also the card of Aquarius. So it could be that you're dealing with an Aquarius as well. But the star is your outcome. This is hope. This is faith. So starting with somebody looking to reconcile, that's all you need. This is saying, look, have faith. You want that fresh start? You want this new beginning? You want the fresh start? Then have faith and believe it. And understand that looking forward and moving forward is going to be the best blessing you can have, because you can move forward into something special. You've just got to avoid this feeling on guard, because then things aren't going to take a turn for the better. They're going to take a turn for the worse. But this star is amazing. It's beautiful. It's unbelievable, because that's your outcome. That's saying that you can really have whatever you want. This month, Cancer, is really all about you manifesting what you want and being able to get what you want. But it starts with the energy inside of you. I mean, the star is this, it's an omen. It's an omen of faith. It's an omen of belief. It's an omen of good things to come. It's amazing. If you're single, this is the star you've been looking for. This is the shining star. This is the diamond in the rough. This is the person that you've been wanting to take you off of the dating sites or move into the direction, and you're going to feel this blissful energy towards the end of the month. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your clarifying cards for the outcome in the distant future, but this star is going to take you into these new beginnings and into the fresh starts. And Cancer, I have to tell you, the amazing part of it is, like I said, I think it's a balance of just work, life, spirituality that you're coming into the month. Cliche, as I said. Yes, it's cliche to be like, oh, new year, new you. But Cancers take those types of things literally. Sometimes you need a reason to kind of say, okay, we're going to start over. We're going to start something fresh. And that's, you know, kind of where you are here, starting something fresh and knowing that you can have whatever you want. So beautiful to have the star. Let me pull the two clarifying cards and then I'll get out of your hair here. But that's very interesting because you have another fire sign here. So you have the Queen of Wands here. This is somebody who's confident. They're passionate. Ferocity. So again, you're either dealing with a fire sign or an earth sign. You could have an air sign in here too because you have the swords. But, oh my gosh. Look at that. Popped out of my deck. All right, so the Queen of Wands is somebody who just has their shit together. They know what they want. They're excited about it. They're going to get it. I mean, you're full of fire. You may be water, but like your water is drying up a little bit because you are really ready to take on the world. And that's amazing this month, Cancer. That Queen of Wands clarifying your distant future is saying you're going to be somebody that is creative and has just this confidence and this passion and this energy, and you're gonna embody all of that in this new relationship. You're going to make this person feel unbelievable, and in turn they're going to make you feel unbelievable. But because you're able to give so much of yourself to this person, you're going to feel on top of the world, just because for the first time you're not holding anything back. You're not going to feel insecure. You're not going to feel jealous. I mean, everybody does to a certain extent, but you're going to just kind of say, here you go. I'm putting my heart on my sleeve. I'm going to let you secure it for me. And it's going to be a confidence of, it's like the past couple months, Cancer, we've just been in this rut of like, this isn't working, and I don't trust this, and there's always a red flag we're looking for, and this is you going, screw it. Here you go. Here's my heart. Try not to screw it up. And if you're looking to reconcile, this is you saying, okay, I'm confident that we can do this as a team, that we can make this happen. And you're going to show your passion for this person. You're going to, it's weird. It's almost like you're going to envelop a whole new sense of well-being in your faith in restoring this relationship, that you're going to pass that on to this person, and they're going to feel that. So it's kind of like you're going to be building your confidence levels together and your security of maybe having another go at it. The reason I made the sigh of like, oh my gosh, for the Ace of Cups is, what else could be a better clarifying card for the outcome of this star? The Ace of Cups is love, new beginnings. All you have are beginnings, beginnings, beginnings. You have all of this opportunity, a plethora right in front of your face. So you need to go after it, but you're not going to have a hard time, because the Two of Wands is you moving forward and going for it. And the Ace of Cups is one of the best cards you can get for a love reading. The Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups is somebody who is love, or in love, excited. It's also about friendship. So if you're single, you're building on all these levels. Like I said, there's this well-rounded balance that's going to hit you this month and carry through the next few months, where it's going to be work-life balance. But this is also building a friendship, which is exactly why I said you're behaving kind of different in a relationship. But what's weird is you're being exactly yourself. And for the first time in a long time, maybe exactly yourself. But you're allowing things that maybe would bother you or make you paranoid or make you feel insecure in a relationship to kind of roll off your back, because this person's going to show you that not only do they care about you, not only are they physically attracted to you, but they want to be friends with you. They want to get to know you. And you're going to start noticing that. They pay attention to things you say. They pay attention to things that make you happy, things that make you sad. This is a whole new level for Cancer. It's a step up in so many ways. The Ace, if you're looking to reconcile, is a new beginning. So Cancer, I feel like if you're looking to reconcile, there is this major possibility that you can make it happen if you get rid of this on guard feeling and just be able to get over the past and not keep harping on it. And if you can do that, this beginning is major. You may just need to develop a friendship with this person. Maybe you guys moved really fast into the physical, or maybe you moved really fast into things that you both weren't ready for, or maybe other parts of life got in the way and you were riding in the hopes of passion instead of realizing that real life is still there. You can have as much fun as you want, but you still have to work, you still have kids to take care of. And the Ace of Cups is saying, look, you can build on that and develop a friendship. But listen, Cancer, based on this read, if you're not going to reconcile with this person, you're okay with that, because the possibilities are endless. Beginnings, 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 opportunities. So technically you are single and watching this read, you just have a deeper connection with somebody that you miss and maybe want to get back together with. So if it doesn't happen, you're going to go into this cave and you're going to heal, and you're going to come out with all these opportunities and new beginnings. So amazing read, Cancer. I really like this. I think it's fantastic. I cannot wait to see you next month. I hope you have a great new year. Take care.